Trident is a $400 million telecommunications infrastructure project, building a fibre optic communication system linking Perth in Western Australia through the Pilbara in the Northwest Shelf to Jakarta in Indonesia and on to Singapore. Services will be provided to international carriers for the provision of voice, business traffic and internet connection into Australia, as well as facilitating telecommunication services to the oil, gas and mining sectors in the Pilbara and Northwest Shelf regions of Australia.
Operators in that area are people like Shell, Chevron, BHP, Rio Tinto, Fortescue and Roy Hill, which are all household names. For these companies to remain competitive, they require to cut their cost base. They do this via automating their operations and often do so by remote operations centres being driven out of Perth. To be able to implement this level of automation, they require high diversity, high capacity, high quality and highly resilient telecommunication services in the area.
The state government of Western Australia, as evidenced by the Pilbara Development Commission, is seeking to build sustainable cities for the future. To achieve this, they require the communication services that the Trident project will provide, enabling the corporate sector to access fast, competitive and affordable telecommunications, as well as providing vital community services such as telemedicine, education and entertainment.
The typical evolution of the network will create business opportunities, which in itself will create jobs. And it will also go hand in hand with the Pilbara Development Commission aspirations for a digital economy in the region.
The project is unique in several ways. First of all, our international partners, which are Matrix and Fujitsu. Matrix is a cable system that exists currently from Jakarta to Singapore, and the Trident project has purchased 2 fibre pairs from that project. With the Matrix acquisition comes the Indonesian licenses and permits, which are very hard to obtain. And so Trident's really already got those in the bag, giving us a strong competitive advantage. We've entered into a partnership with Fujitsu for the delivery of the overall project, which is fantastic for us. Fujitsu has an extensive and long history in delivering fibre optic cable systems around the world. And in fact, the only 2 fibre optic cable systems that are landed on the west coast in Australia were delivered by Fujitsu.
Fujitsu is really looking forward to being involved with Trident as its key project delivery partner, and I think it's going to be a great project, rolling out infrastructure across Western Australia.
Fujitsu has mobilised its project team here in Perth, and we're delivering services with Trident across the terrestrial, marine and data centre aspects of their project. Importantly, we've hit our first major delivery milestone, which was the marine desktop study. This key activity forms the basis of everything else we're going to do with Trident on this project.
Fujitsu has a large workforce here in Australia with over 5,000 staff. We'll obviously be leveraging the experience we have across that workforce, as well as our broader workforce both in Southeast Asia and throughout the rest of the world, to ensure that we deliver an on-time project for Trident.
The strength of Trident has been speed, and Fujitsu and Trident together are moving at a rapid pace to mobilise the project into environmental planning, route surveys, marine studies. And this is the value of the partnership.
So Fujitsu working with Trident does make a lot of sense. The complement of the team and these services where Fujitsu will focus once this base infrastructure is in place will enable Fujitsu's customers, the oil and gas market in Australia, to change the way they're operating in this region and enable them to remain competitive globally.
As Australia increasingly embraces its geographic significance and role in the Asian century, so too is communications traffic shifting from the east to the west coast, opening up new commercial opportunities in the Northwest Shelf region, as well as a greater share in telecommunications demand out of Australia.
Once this network's in place, it obviously opens up various remote areas of Western Australia for new technologies and capabilities, and we'll be looking at how we can lay new services on top of that as opportunities arise.
The compelling reasons to use the Trident network are its high reliability, its cost effectiveness and its almost unlimited capacity for the customers.
I think it's a great opportunity for Trident, for Fujitsu, for Western Australia and for Australia overall. It's a great program of work.
It's a project that has taken 16 years and it's a project that can actually provide a change for the next 16 years.
The Trident Consortium has been welcomed by the international community as a perfect example of vision, experience and partnership in unlocking the potential of an exciting new region in global telecommunications. Trident, now connecting with business.